Hello and welcome. I am Anya Heim, a senior consultant with Invista's Construction Claims and Dispute Resolution Group. The short presentation today will provide a high-level summary of the services our team offers to support our clients in the construction, insurance, and legal fields. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Before we begin, I want to quickly introduce our team. We have Martin Hoey, our team's practice leader, Charles Agudo, a consultant and quantity surveyor, and Ashley Marshall, a senior consultant. Our claims experts have the extensive experience and skills needed to analyze the conditions and circumstances that impact construction projects and the resultant effect on schedule and productivity. This is done through the application of schedule logic, critical path analysis, studying the expenditure of labor and equipment resources, earned value assessments, and forensic document review. Our team has earned the trust and respect of clients through proven efforts and our ability to understand the complexity and interdependency of construction elements. We provide services to a wide range of clients, including general contractors, construction managers, subcontractors, owners and developers, insurers and adjusters, surety and bond providers, and legal counsel. Our range of service offerings and team expertise enable us to support general contractors, owners and developers, and subcontractors at various stages of a construction project's life cycle. When changed or unforeseen conditions, circumstances, and events occur on a project, it affects the efficient and effective progression of work. Potential contributing factors include scope changes, additional work, design errors and omissions, delayed decision-making, and so forth. These factors will prevent a project from proceeding as planned and can impact the project duration, the cost to complete, and the scope of work to be performed. As mentioned, our team's expertise and range of service offerings enable us to support clients at various stages of a construction project. Prior to project commencement, we can provide quantity surveying, risk assessment, planning, and project control services. During construction, we can provide advisory services, project monitoring, and project control support, schedule preparation and updates, and claims management, among others. If a project has incurred unforeseen time, cost, and/or scope overruns due to others, we can assist with claim preparation and evaluation, schedule delay analysis, critical path and loss of productivity assessments, demonstrate cause and effect, as well as various other dispute resolution services. The following few slides illustrate the type of analysis that can be performed. These are simply examples as there is no one-size-fits-all formula. Distinct and unique elements exist within each project that needs to be recognized. Each project requires an independent analysis of contributing factors and the use of fundamental methodologies and often some out-of-the-box thinking to demonstrate and support the extent of time and cost damages legitimately incurred. Although factors affecting construction projects are similar in many regards, each project and the parties involved often have differing issues of magnitude and levels of impact. Our approach is based on an independent identification and valuation of entitlement and providing demonstrated support based on fact evidence. Our team can perform schedule delay and critical path assessments, both during and upon completion of a project to identify critical activities, changes in the critical path, track schedule slippage, and determine underlying causes of delay and disruption. Delays on construction projects can arise from contributing actions on behalf of multiple parties. The impact and responsibility and the potential entitlement to extension of time and damages need to be evaluated accordingly. Concurrencies need to be addressed by assessing the impact, criticality, and magnitude of damage arising from issues occurring in tandem, identifying the delays and assessing whether all or a portion thereof fell on the critical path and for how long, and how it impacted the project's completion. The critical delays are then apportioned, which is based on delay type, whether it's excusable, excusable compensable, or non-excusable. Apportioning delays provides a fair allocation of entitlement and culpability for damages. Earned progress and the expenditure of labor over time, in some cases equipment, are used to assess the extent of loss of productivity on a project, often caused by disruption to how the work was planned to proceed. The data provides insights as to how a project is progressing and indicators of where or when efficiency is being affected, and can also provide a forecast of the labor required to perform the remaining contract scope based on the performance to date. Loss of productivity assessments can support where delay and/or disruption to the work occurred, the duration of the impact, and the scope of work affected. Various productivity factors can affect the efficient and effective progression of both contract and changed or additional work. Factors include such items as restricted site access, schedule acceleration or compression, severe weather, out-of-sequence work, trade stacking, and so forth, and are important to establishing and quantifying cause and effect. Tracking labor hours and manpower expenditure, both for base scope and change order work, provides vital information for effective management of resources while a project is ongoing, but also once a project is complete in order to assess where issues arose and how it may have impacted the project completion date and cost. Extensive relate design information, clarifications, and changes can negatively impact the effective and efficient progression of work. Industry standards indicate a loss of productivity will occur when additional work or scope changes reaches approximately 5 to 15% change. Of course, this is not written in stone and can vary by project as well as the type of work being performed and the interrelationship between work scopes. Envista can assist clients with the tracking and analysis of change data and documentation to quantify the effect and support the relationship upon the progression of work. The different types of analyses are used to facilitate claim preparation, to demonstrate how a party was damaged, and why an extension of time or additional cost was incurred as a result. The critical elements of a claim include establishing the cause and effect relationships, determining entitlement, and providing substantiation for the loss occurred. The various examples of analysis performed herein are not just used to assist owners and contractors, but are also used to prepare or evaluate claims on behalf of insurers and surety or bonding companies. Our services can be applied to most projects under construction, regardless of size or type. One client may only be concerned with a specific period of time based on an insurable event or bond coverage, whereas another client may be affected throughout the whole project from start to completion. Regardless, cause, effect, entitlement, and substantiation are the constant critical elements of any claim. The next few minutes of this presentation will discuss how we support builders' risk insurance providers. Envista has decades of experience providing forensic engineering support to the insurance industry. Our claims group complements those services with the understanding of how to best evaluate the time and cost damages associated with the occurrence of an insurable event on a project under construction. We work with insurers and adjusters to assess the impact of the event and potential startup delay. When an insurable loss event occurs during construction, such as a fire or flood, it can affect and change how construction will proceed and progress. These unexpected events can significantly impact a project under construction, including an increase in labor and equipment requirements, resequencing of work, unproductive work efforts, or extended duration to complete the work, resulting in delayed startup. Costs associated with the scheduled delay and productivity loss can be equally or even more significant than the direct costs to remediate the damages directly caused by the loss event. The impact on construction is dependent on many variables, such as the progress earned and duration expended at the time the unforeseen insurable loss event occurred, the areas and scopes of work affected, whether or not there will be a hold on work pending remediation, or can limited work proceed? How long will it take to remediate the impact of the loss event? Will work need to be resequenced, accelerated, or the schedule compressed? And will there be increased cost and time impacts? Our team can provide the forensic analysis and comprehensive assessment necessary to delineate the delay and loss of productivity attributable to the loss event from that of pre-loss and post-loss delay. We typically get involved when the builder's risk policy covers the indirect effect of a loss event, post-remediation, and restoration of the direct damages of the event. Our team can assist builders' risk insurance providers to prepare and determine the validity and reasonableness of a claim submitted on behalf of an insurable event. Our service offerings include delayed startup evaluations, loss of productivity assessments, quantification of damages, and earned value assessments pre and post loss. In the next few slides, I will elaborate on how we can assist surety and bond providers. Our team has assisted sureties and bond providers on various projects across Canada, whereby certain parties defaulted on their obligations and projects remain to be completed within the limitations of the labor and material bond. When a contractor defaults in a project, a surety has the option of rebidding the work or contracting a third party to finish the project. Dependent on the extent of work remaining, the surety can request us to monitor the ongoing work, provide progress updates and forecasts to complete, verify equipment and materials delivered to site, identify potential risks, and request the submitted costs be vetted, as in the validation of time and material costs. The final client type discussed in this presentation, with whom our team has extensive experience working with, is in-house and external legal counsel. Envista can assist and support legal counsel through the negotiation, mediation, arbitration, and litigation process. We help by facilitating the claims and dispute resolution process, distilling large amounts of information and providing the findings in a format understandable by all and supported by graphic illustrations, establishing cause and effect relationships and determining liability, providing independent, credible, and supported findings based on fact evidence, and, based on legal counsel's needs, producing an expert report and providing expert testimony. Collectively, our team has decades of experience and have worked on projects that span public and private sectors and vary in type, such as industrial, commercial, institutional, and infrastructure. Please feel free to reach out to us with any questions you might have regarding the projects we have worked on, the material covered in this presentation, or any additional information you might require. We welcome the opportunity to discuss any of your projects or how our team can provide support. On behalf of the team and myself, we want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation, and we look forward to hearing from you.